Greetings once again, my friends, and welcome back to another Drak Reviews. And this week, people might be able to notice a little bit that the reviews are a little out of order. Here's the thing. The games that I was doing this week, two of them were really, really long, and one of them was really short. So I did have a Batman episode in there. Obviously, this is where you're at. And while I was working on the other games, I decided, let's go ahead and get the Batman episode done. And so you guys will probably have already seen my reviews of Ace Attorney, Spirit of Justice, and for Recore. So now we can actually get into Batman Episode 3, New World Order. So, first of all, I'm going to go quickly over the spoilers of Episode 2. So again, if you haven't played these episodes, now is the time to pause the video. I will see you guys next time, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. With that said, here we go. We had a hostage situation at the mayoral debate, I guess is how you would say that, for between Mayor Hill and Harvey Dent, where the children of Arkham took hostage the two candidates, as well as Vicky Vale and the press that were already there and the audience that was already there. They murdered the moderator and then basically imposed their own agenda. So they took the drug that we've been finding out in the first two episodes, the psychotic drug that basically lowers all inhibitions about you, or lowers all of your inhibitions, and then they can just basically make you their little puppet, and you will do horrific things. And they gave it to Mayor Hill and to Harvey Dent. And we found out that Mayor Hill is just a son of a bitch. That's the way it goes. And Harvey actually legitimately loved Gotham. And so at that point, that really does kind of make sense to his personality. But then Batman and Catwoman actually come in to save the day. And one of your crucial decisions is, who do you help? You have the option to either help Harvey at one point in the debate, or you can help Selina. I will be honest here. I chose helping Harvey instead of Selina, just because Harvey is kind of the one person that can fix Gotham at that given moment. So that being said, we also got a couple of big revelations. Obviously, Oswald Cobblepot is working with the children of Arkham, and he was the one who martyred the moderator, who gave the drugs, and also got to show some footage of old Arkham tapes of Thomas Wayne supposedly experimenting on his mother, Esther Cobblepot. So that already puts Thomas Wayne in a horrible new light, and we now can confirm that Thomas is as evil as we've heard he is. Martha's still in question, though. So at that point, with the attack over and Harvey in the hospital, but here's the other thing too: Mayor Hill was murdered during this whole hostage situation. So Dent wins in a landslide. He is the mayor of Gotham. We also get to have episode 3 basically starts with kind of the aftermath of that Bruce has been able to confirm that his dad was not as good a guy as he thought it was. But he also goes to get to talk to Harvey and figure out, are you ready for this mayoral thing? And we start to see Harvey's really shaken up. The drug may still be having an effect on him. And he's very, very nervous now. So we're seeing a very stiff change in personality from Harvey compared to the first two episodes, where he was very confident in himself. Now he's very, very nervous, very timid. And that's a big part to play in this part of the campaign, because it adds to his stress as mayor. This is also where we start to see the surfacings of what may be Two-Face in Harvey Dent, because we start to see like multiple personality conversations start to happen with him. And since it's political, he asks us to keep it quiet, and you can choose whether or not you will. So you have that moment. You also eventually go further into the investigation of the drug, trying to find an antidote for it, trying to find out if you can stop this whole threat from the children of Arkham. And you do actually stop a potential hostile target being taken out. So they basically were trying to recreate the plot of Batman Begins, where instead of like letting loose a bunch of fear toxin into the city, they were going to let loose this chemical into the city, and people would just be running on the more baser instincts. With that being said, so we very much stick to our own morals and try and figure out you figure out the distribution method, and you do stop them. It's through QuickTime events, and yeah, you do stop it. I was trying to think if there was a Telltale choice where you can say no, but no, it's Batman. So you would save the day. But we also have our first confrontation with the leader of the Children of Arkham, who I accidentally called Puppet Master. I don't know what I was thinking. It looks like a lot like a Batman villain, so I would think it's already established. But some people actually did correct me and say no, this might be somebody completely new because it doesn't look familiar. And I'll admit I'm not the most fluent in all of Batman lore. I don't know everything. But we got to have our first confrontation with the leader of the Children of Arkham, and it wasn't pretty. We ended up very injured, but thankfully Selina Kyle came to our aid and helped us out. And we have kind of a little moment with Selina where if you have been romancing her, this is probably like your whole culmination to that, because you can actually have a romance with her. And I mean, I'm not saying it's not applicable. Selina and Bruce have been together before in the comics. I will admit I didn't do it, but that also kind of plays into the whole Harvey plot. Like I said, we start to see the surfacings of Two-Face. And also the fact that he starts to have a really weird fascination and love for Batman. In the fact that Batman's a vigilante, he doesn't have to worry about the law. So we already have things very much coming to a head, but the other part of that is, so Batman's being threatened by people like the Children of Arkham, a possible Two-Face surfacing, but we also have Bruce Wayne going through some threats of his own. With the recent revelations from Thomas Wayne, about Thomas Wayne, Bruce Wayne is immediately called into question. So like half the story actually is dealing with the fact that the board of directors at Wayne Tech, or at Wayne Enterprises, don't want Bruce anywhere near Wayne Enterprises. He is subtly kicked out of Wayne Enterprises, and Oswald Cobblepot is put in his place to run the company. So not only are you dealing with Oswald on the Children of Arkham end, but now you're actually dealing with him taking your company. And through that, we actually have a unique concept where Bruce has to go to great lengths to hide the entrance to the Batcave, to hiding all of his back routes to being able to turn into Batman on a moment's notice so that Oswald doesn't get access to that. Which is really cool because we got a couple of moments with Lucius Fox, and so we have to seal up his lab so that people don't know that he's doing that. And you also even have like a pivotal choice where you have to talk to Lucius on whether or not he should leave Wayne Enterprises and help you full-time, or if he should stay in Wayne Enterprises because Bruce needs somebody on the inside. Especially since Wayne Enterprises is also called into question in the story, since it seems Wayne Tech is actually partially responsible for a lot of the Children of Arkham stuff. They've been using Wayne Tech to be able to accomplish their goals. So I love the fact that we have the issues with Batman, but we also have these issues with Bruce, where Bruce is literally being forced out of every aspect of his life so that he could be 100% Batman, but it's not necessarily something that he would want in the long run. So I do like how the story is hyping up. And again, it's one of those things where I can't really go into the other aspects of the review because I'm not done with all 5 episodes. So as far as my check-in is concerned, I'm obviously going to play episode 4, especially the ending of episode 4, or of episode 3, really does make you want to go to the next episode. Well done, Telltale. That was amazing. But we'll obviously spoil that in the next video. So as far as my final thoughts, I'm excited, and I will go into the next episode. And that's going to go ahead and do it for this check-in of Batman Episode 3, New World Order. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, continuing to give me the feedback that you guys do. And of course, I will see you guys next time for the next review.